Well, howdy, folks. How's it going today? I hope you're all doing good. Well, we're about to bring this one to a close here. This belongs to my friend Dan. This was his first acoustic guitar. It was in need of some TLC for sure. But I think we're all good to go now. We put some new tuners on it. I refretted the guitar. The frets come out nice. There's nothing there that's sharp, that's for sure. I ended up putting another brace in here. That one was just bent down so bad it was just undoable. And I also put a couple kickers in. I don't know if you can see that, but I got two kickers in there that come off the neck block and up to these braces right here under the fingerboard. That was dipped down a lot. So, you know, you gotta sacrifice somewhere. You have to kind of split the difference. It was too low for playability, but you hate to put a bunch of braces in there and fear that it may numb the sound of the guitar. But again, you have to compromise. That's just how it goes. So I'm getting ready to put some polish on it right now, and I'm gonna have to oil the fretboard up. And we'll put a new set of strings, get rid of these old bridge pins, and I'll play the guitar definitely at the end of the video for you. As you can see, she's pretty dirty, so I'm just kind of give you a little look over here before we get going, and we'll see how good we can clean it up. I'm using, what is this stuff I'm using today? This is GHS Guitar Gloss, no cloudy buildup. Well, let's find out. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. Sorry about the movement, folks. I'm gonna just kind of rest you right on the guitar itself here. I don't think this has seen any polish for quite some time, so this will probably really have a good effect on it, actually, because it is pretty dirty. I've been working on it a bunch too, though, so there's always fingerprints from working on them and stuff that you got to get off. Well, it actually is bringing the shine back. I can kind of show you like 50-50. This is where I just wipe some wax on. This is unwaxed, so you can really kind of see the difference back there. So, it does work good. I think I'm going to take you guys right off the guitar here for a second so I can really buff this in, and we'll see what it looks like here in a second. Okay. I like that a lot better. I mean, it's not perfect. This thing's got a lot of dings, but at least that'll protect the finish for a little while longer. Feels nice and smooth, and it's definitely clean, so nice polish, I guess. I've used this a couple times. I've got a bunch of different kinds of polish, but that works pretty good, for buffing and stuff. The spray-on, kind of polish doesn't really work as a buffer as good as like this paste kind of wax, a liquid wax. So, yeah, I like it. Well, let's flip it over and see what we got to do on the back. Okay, pretty much speaks for itself. Get a good look at it, and I'll polish it up right now, and we'll see what it looks like. Well, there you have it, folks. You can't polish the dings out, but it does look a lot better. It's nice and smooth again. All right, I got to hit the sides of the guitar and clean up the headstock, and then we'll oil the fretboard. Okay, we're going to put some of this fingerboard remedy right on here on the fretboard. This is extremely dry, so I'm just going to put a little daub on each one, and then we'll just kind of work that in. I'm sure it's going to inhale that, so we may have to do another coat. Oh, what a difference that makes. Yeah, that is just absolutely drying as soon as I touch it on there. Yeah, she's pretty dry. This may take several coats. But I like this stuff. It dries really quick, and it's Not really greasy and oily feeling. I do like this stuff. I recommend giving it a shot. This is the first time I've ever tried it. My father actually gave this to me a few days ago and told me to check it out, so I do like that versus just plain oil, actually. It does have some sort of oil in it, but it really doesn't feel oily and like greasy, which is nice. So I just wanted to add that again. Fretboard Remedy. Fender makes it. You know, there's all kinds of products for this stuff, but it's good to share the different ones when I come across them. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for probably, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. I want it to completely dry. I'll come back and wipe that off, and then I'll probably restring the guitar. I know I said I'd play it at the end of the video. I'm certainly going to try to do that, but I might have to link a couple videos together. I did forget, you know, I've done all this work to it, and I haven't done a setup since I refretted it. I may have to do some work on the nut or put a new nut in there, and you know, we'll see how it goes. They always need a few tweaks usually after you perform some major surgery like we've been doing on this one. It's been a fun project though. I've really enjoyed doing it. It's been a challenge, which is good. I like to learn how to do different things and try to solve common problems on guitars that you come across, you know, and this has been no exception. This one's had a few issues, but all in all, it looks pretty good. The top's nice and straight again. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I started working on this, I put a straight edge across here, and there was probably a gap like that. And I didn't get it all out, but I did get most of it. So I think that'll improve the sound and definitely the playability, kind of get the strings closer to the hole a little bit. So all in all, I think we're looking pretty good. The tuners look good. I've got those all tightened up too. So pretty much just put the bridge back in and new strings, and we should be on our way. I'll let that oil dry. Like I said, we're going to put a set of Martin Marquis on here. Wow, must be nice. Those are expensive. Those are good strings, though. I always love those. But, you know, I'm poor and I can't afford them, so it's just how it goes. I play the cheapos. All right, folks, let's keep pressing on. Okay, so the owner of this guitar did buy some new bridge pins, and there's a bridge in there too if I need it. Nut, I should say, in there too if I need it. So that's going to help a lot too. These bridge pins are really bad, so I did check the bridge plate underneath though, and that was all good. So new bridge pins, and this thing should be ready to roll. Alright, so we're going to take these old ones out. Nice homemade one right there. We'll save that for posterity and put it back in this little case here. Okay, I'm going to clean that up a little bit, and then we'll put some strings on it. Okay, folks, well, another one off the bench. Got her all strung up. It's got a set of 12s on it. A little heavy probably for this right now, but that's okay. We'll let it pull and tug. It needs to get opened back up, so I'm just using a light pick right now, but I'm going to play it a little more later on. Use a heavy pick, kind of really wail on it and get everything moving, and this will sound even better. Now, this just come out of some major surgery, so they're a little stiff when you first take them off the bench. Keep that in mind. Now, I think it sounds pretty decent, really. It's quite loud. It's got a nice ring to it. Good sustain. You know, I did the best I could with this. Really, the only step left would be to do a neck reset on it, which I don't think that's not in the cards right now. I think it's got a lot of playtime You know, up to the first 12 frets, it's pretty good. It dips down a little bit at the fretboard extension, but not bad. Definitely a lot better playability, better sound, I think, too. You know, when you glue the braces back in and tighten everything up, it's that vibrational transfer a little better. So now my friend asked me to play a Ryan Adams tune on this. He knows that I don't know any Ryan Adams tunes, but I do like Ryan Adams. I probably can't name 2 songs. That's my problem. But what I'm going to do for payment of fixing his guitar, I'm going to make him sing you a Ryan Adams tune and play it when he comes to get it. So, right back at you, Dan. So anyway, I'm just going to strum a few chords on this. My hands are really, really tight and sore from doing the fret work on this. It takes a few days for me to heal up. So, let's just see what it sounds like, and we'll talk a little more. Pretty good ring. Now, like I said, I'll get a heavy pick out and really dig in on this thing in a while. And, you know, you do that for 15, 20 minutes and you can hear an audible change in the tone and the sound, the volume, everything, really. Like I said, it takes a few minutes to get these open back up after they've been through a major surgery like this. You know, it's almost like us. We don't just jump off the operating table and do backflips, you know, usually. So it takes a little bit for these to heal up too as well. You know, it hasn't moved or vibrated any of the parts in here for years. So, and we just glued a bunch of them back down in place. So if you do a bunch of work on your guitar and, you know, sit down and play it the first time, don't be disappointed, because it does need to get played and opened back up again, get everything kind of vibrating in there. So I think my friend's going to be really happy. It'll stay in tune when we get the strings stretched out. This thing really wouldn't even stay in tune with the tuners that were on it, so that's going to seem nice, and I'm sure he's going to enjoy this for many more years to come. It's worth more than $50 now, right? Yeah, I really, this was one of the hardest ones I've done yet, so I'm really, really impressed and really happy that I was able to get this, you know, back to where you can play it again and enjoy it. I mean, that's, you know, it's his first guitar, folks. I know a lot of you people would probably love to have your first guitar back too if you don't have it. I hear that same story over and over, and most people's first guitar was really a piece of crap, but they still would love to have it back. So there's a sentimental thing there involved, okay? And, you know, I know these aren't worth a ton of money. Most people threw them in the garbage after they got done with them, but when it's your first guitar, I mean, it is sentimental. I still have mine. It's not real pretty, but, you know, it is what it is, and I still have it. So anyway, thanks for sticking along with me, folks, on this journey, fixing this guitar. I know there was a lot of videos. I tried to cover everything I could. The only thing I really didn't cover was finishing the frets after I installed them. But I do have videos on my channel about that. You go into my playlist, and there's actually a playlist called Fret Jobs in there. So there's a lot of info on it in there. And I didn't want to just keep repeating the same old videos over and over. So I did skip that part, but the info is there. So the frets feel really good. I mean, if you can find a sharp one, I'll give you $10. Kidding. Anyway, thanks again, folks. I really do appreciate you sticking with the channel and watching these videos. I know it can be a little boring and kind of redundant at times, but it's just how this is. If you want to repair guitars and work on them, it is kind of repetitive, and you do a lot of the same stuff. So it's still fun. I still love doing it. It's always nice to keep one from going in the junk pile or what have you. Most all of them I can fix. At least get them so you could play it again, Not all of them, but it's got to be pretty bad before I won't be able to at least make it play and make noise again. So anyway, thanks again, folks. We'll see you guys real soon. Be good. Okie doke.